Ferrari that's in the Foot Fist Way is from a doctor who lived in their neighborhood. They're like literally they're friends that lived in the same neighborhood, Danny McBride and Jody Hill. And that a doctor that like a dentist that lived in their neighborhood owned that Ferrari, and so he let him use it.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Which is why Danny McBride's character has a fucking Ferrari. Otherwise, he probably would have been driving a Hyundai Prelude or a Honda Prelude. I said a Hyundai Prelude.
Hyundai Prelude.
He got a Hyundai Prelude.
A Honda Sonata. Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my brother Bill. How you doing?
Fett! Boba Fett!
Yeah, who'd have thought that?
I had
that's
no
what
idea
they were saying
that whole time.
Saying.
If you knew that they were saying Boba Fett the whole time in the theme song, put it in the comments. If you just as surprised as me at the very last episode that you hear Fett,
I had no idea.
Boba Fett.
Man, that's so crazy. Obviously, today we're talking about Boba Fett, the season finale. In the name of honor.
Fett. There we go.
The Boba Fett finale in the name of honor. A lot of crazy stuff happened in this episode. We finally get our big old war or battle. It's a little battle. What did you think? What was your initial thoughts?
Man, my initial thoughts were, this is all of this is extremely amazing.
Right.
All this is extremely amazing, but two things I had a huge problem with. We got to talk about right off the bat.
Okay. Speak on it.
Speeders still moving real slow.
Still moving real slow.
Everybody's speeder was moving slow this time. Even Fennec Shan's speeder was moving real slow. But I got a theory for why it was moving real slow.
Why?
Because they have to explain a reason and why she wasn't in the entire show. They have to give a reason and why she just couldn't be in the entire show.
Right. It's like, well, the speeder moves really slow. You know, she's it's going to take her a while to get
all the way to the other
side of the episode.
God damn, dog.
Yes, well, yeah, that was disappointing.
If y'all don't believe that women, especially Asian women and black women, are marginalized in television, just go watch this TV show. We saw more of this white kid, the little white girl, the kid. We saw more of her than we did of the woman who is supposed to be the second in command to the title character of the show.
Right, like the more capable character. That's
who we saw more. We saw more of the child who fucking walking around with a pea shooter shooting. No wonder y'all ain't killed nobody.
Right.
I ain't see her shoot nobody with that little bitty shit. Somebody even said something.
Yeah,
with that? Bitch, you ain't gonna shoot nobody with that. Hey, give her a gun. Give her a real gun. And then they gave him the little gun. I thought he was gonna be like, the fuck? Y'all give me this little shit.
I don't know why. For some reason, I was expecting a Men in Black reference. I thought he was gonna say, I feel like I'm gonna break this little goddamn thing.
I really was expecting some reference to how small the gun was, because he looked at it like,
yeah, what the fuck?
The fuck?
Then he worked with it.
Yeah, he was just like, well, we all gonna die anyway, so I might as well have this little gun.
Yeah, I still don't like, to your point, I still don't like those biker characters.
I don't have a problem with the characters. It's just the bikes. Let's get them off the bikes. They walk around. They be just fine.
Well, I feel like their aesthetic is kind of like, or especially the main white girl. She seems like she's from like 1980s punk rock scene, not necessarily from Star Wars. Like
it's the same thing.
I don't know. Like you look.
I understand what you're saying, but they're all like got this like steampunk mindset looking thing, but I understand what they were going for. Lose the bikes, they're not as annoying.
The bikes are definitely like the flashiest. They're out of place, weird.
I heard about that. I heard a lot on the internet about that. Like, oh, they're flashy, they're too bright. for Star Wars. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care about that. If they went fast, that would not even be in my mind.
Right.
Oh, they're too flashy. I wouldn't even think about the colors of them if they were moving fast. But they move very slow.
I mean, it's
very slow. And they would even look really cool if they were all moving fast together, because it'd be like a blur, you know?
Right.
Like a colorful little blur of speed.
I do like the different colors and everything, but it's more about like, it just seems... I think the reason they feel out of place is because like they're the only people who have like washing machines and turtle wax for their car, like for their vehicles. It's like their vehicles are extra shiny, their clothes are super clean, but everybody else in this town, it looks dirty and broken.
Yeah, but that's because what's his name is keeping them fly. What's his name? You said the bass player. What's that dude?
Oh, name? Thundercat.
Thundercat. He's the one keeping everybody clean.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got these glosses. They keep you from getting dirty. You know what I'm saying? You put this on there.
Yeah, I got this nice sand resistant gloss.
Yeah, you know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he clearly was out here getting a fresh up. That's for clear. But like I said, wouldn't be a problem if those guys had fast bikes. That's the only reason that they're shitty. Please do not knock Jon Favreau and Dan Filoni for that. That's
Dave
Filoni. Dan Filoni too.
And Robbie Rodriguez. Did he direct this one, or did he write this one?
Directed it.
Okay, yeah.
It was Dave and John who wrote this one. Wrote the whole damn thing, apparently. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
I don't think that they had any like a writing team. I'm pretty sure these two wrote this shit.
Yeah,
because
it's weird.
Dave Filoni is basically the creator of prequel Star Wars, because he's the one who did all the stuff
out,
in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And him and George, he worked hand in hand with George Lucas on that. So he is like the creator of the second creator, if you will, the Jesus of Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is the second in command.
Yeah, it's
really dope that him and Favreau got to put their heads together on this one and just really just go hard.
Yeah, I'm glad that they invited Dave Filoni to this party, because like, this started out. I mean, this whole live action Star Wars series thing started out as Jon Favreau's baby. He came up with the idea for Mandalorian and everything, and it seemed like such a natural choice to bring Dave Filoni into it. Like you said, he built up so much of the lore in those in Clone Wars.
They're using all his characters.
Yeah,
they're using all his storylines, backstories to flush out the characters, the new characters that we're being introduced to.
And it's cool that they're actually like giving him a go, because like they could have very well just been like, special thanks, Dave Filoni. But I'm glad that they brought him into the fold.
I feel like they can't do that. I mean, it's his characters, and so
I mean, Disney be like, as far as like
they can't. I mean, they can't though, because he's just like George Lucas. These guys are never gonna be completely squeezed out. Just for you laymen's out there. So George Lucas doesn't do anything with Star Wars unless he's asked to consult on something, or like maybe participate in a writing process of building a character, a new character. But he still owns Star Wars, people. He still gets paid. By every single time they show something with Star Wars, it says created by George Lucas.
Right.
Even though he didn't have anything to do with that show, that piece of whatever.
Right. It's like this. Yeah, we're still playing in his world.
He still get paid. Like, people don't understand. Like, they think because he sold it to Disney that he doesn't have a part of his business anymore, and that's just not true. And he still owns LucasArts. So people, relax. George Lucas is still very much involved.
Yeah.
And actually, he's more involved now since what's it called? Solo, the Solo movie.
Oh,
because when that went bad, they had him come back as a consultant.
Right. Yeah, I heard about that. It's very weird that the reaction around Solo too, because like I feel like that movie got way more vitriol than it deserved. We've talked about this before, but that movie is way better than people.
Just to reiterate, it was a good thing, I think. The reason it was so bad is because people who were in charge were so cocky that they thought they could put a movie out the weekend before or the weekend after Endgame.
Yeah, it was also really close to Endgame.
It was the weekend after.
Yeah.
So you are really bold to put a movie out the weekend after the biggest movie in the last 15 years.
Right.
That's stupid. So, then they could have just easily pushed it back 2 months and then nothing was coming out and then it would have did really good numbers. But it did a good thing because now we have what we have now. We wouldn't have Mandalorian probably if it wasn't for them messing up the Solo movie.
Yeah, probably not.
Shout out to the Lego movie guys because they fucked it up. Then Ron Howard had to come in. He fucked it up more. And then motherfucking, we got
here we are.
Mandalorian. Here we are talking about Boba Fett.
In this episode we get our big battle. Mando and Grogu get back together. We see they get reunited.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Yeah, it was awesome seeing them reunite. It was awesome. It was cool.
Okay,
Mando didn't see it coming.
He said, "Awesome, I don't know." Seemed kind of out of place. We in a foot race, trying to not get killed by a robot, but it's so happy to see you.
I mean, that's pretty much all the first 2 seasons of Mando is like all this crazy shit's happening, and then Grogu's in the middle, which I guess did make it feel like we were watching.
All of a sudden, oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you, too. Oh, how you doing? Oh, you got some good digs. Somebody did. Somebody likes you.
Yeah, you called it a shirt.
Yes. Oh, the shirt.
Is that weird?
Oh, the shirt.
Am I just cause I thought it was going to call it armor or chainmail.
We are watching a kids show, ladies and gentlemen. I have to remind myself all the time we're watching a children's show. Because, why there's so many whys, bro. There's so many motherfucking whys. You just have to just keep going when you're watching these shows. You have to go, this is a show made for children. I am the one that's messed up. I'm the one that's weird.
Hey, nobody's weird for watching this show.
No, I'm just saying, when I start asking questions like that, that how you go to, it's like if you go to Universal Studios or Disneyland or something like that, and you're at the little kids park or you're at the Harry Potter. Let's say you're at the Harry Potter park, and you over there, you chilling, and then you say, over to the Harry Potter person who's dressed as a little Harry Potter student and classmate, and you're like, hey, why isn't this working, man? This thing, and they look at you like, nigga, really? Nigga, you worried about why this thing ain't working, man. You ain't got no kids with you, man. I'm not fixing to help you, bro. I'm not fixing to help you get into Hufflepuff, motherfucker. It's just not fixing to happen, This is for kids. This is for kids. It's not necessarily for you. So we can't complain is all I'm saying.
I will argue that, it's not strictly for kids. It is like a, what's it called? I guess a universal. They try to make it universal. They try to make it appeal to everybody.
Exactly, because who's going to actually buy it? Adults. You have to make it appeal to everybody. I agree completely, but it's made for kids. You make it for kids. You getting your feelings. You getting in your feelings about it.
I'm not
it's made for kids.
I'm not getting in my feelings. It's just I'm talking about. This is a matter of. I'm just saying things. I don't want it to make it seem like it's.
It's just I'm sorry. Look at the rating that it has. It doesn't have a.
I was saying it's E for everyone, not like K for kids.
There is no K for kids. E for everyone is for kids, nigga. That means it's for kids.
There's a difference between for everyone and for kids.
I'm sorry, Alex, to inform you that E for everyone means that it is for kids.
Okay.
When you have the other ratings, it means it's for adults. When you make it for kids, that means it is for everyone.
I'm just saying there's a difference in language. For kids and for everyone means two different things.
It's made for kids, man. We're watching kids TV show. We're watching something on Disney television. Everything on it is for kids.
Okay. But anyway, Grogu and Mando meet back up. Grogu uses the Force to save Mando. He does like the little
You skipped a whole bunch of shit.
What I skip? What?
You skipped. Well, they fucking set up inside. We forget Boba meeting Cad Bane for the first time since the Clone Wars.
He shows up. He
showed up at the very beginning. Then he showed up again. They had a duel at the end, but
right.
You're forgetting that Cad Bane showed up. And so what you don't know is that there is a missing episode from the Clone Wars that never came out. It was never released, but it was digitally made and somebody leaked it out. And Boba Fett is a character in the Clone Wars. He's a little kid for most of the Clone Wars, but then when they bring it in the reboot, or not the reboot, when they bring it back, he's like a teenager, or in his 20s or whatever, right before Order 66 takes place, and he and what's his name?
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane worked together because Cad Bane was actually trained by Jango Fett. Jango Fett trained Cad Bane, and so Cad Bane trained Boba Fett for a while, and they had a disagreement. Long story short, they had a duel, and both of them shot each other, and that's how Boba got the dent in his helmet. And that's why Cad Bane has a plate on his head now, which he did not have at the beginning or during Clone Wars. But then during the Bad Batch,
the hat.
You saw it once he was on the ground. You could see it. You go back and look, you'll see it. But Cad Bane was also in the Bad Batch, which I never finished, but he was in the Bad Batch where he got captured by Fennec Shand. He was stopped by Fennec Shand. So I really was mad that they didn't try to pay that off in a better way. That's why I was mad that Fennec Shand wasn't included more in this episode.
Right.
Because, Cad Bane showing up, that should be goddamn big deal.
Yeah, I was kind of well, I'll get to more in Cad Bane later when we get to their duel. But yeah, it was.
But
cool
the reason I brought him up because he was the one who informed Boba that the Pikes, which still sounds racist, were the ones who killed the Sand people, which also sounds racist.
Right.
The Tuscans, which also sounds racist.
Right. Yeah, he didn't have to tell him that.
But he did it on purpose to try to get him to come out and fight him.
Yeah.
Because he knows that Boba is a hothead. Or at least he was in the Clone Wars.
Right. Yeah, I did look up that they were inmates when Cad Bane was 42 and Boba was 12. And then after that, their escape, I guess, is when the events that you were talking about happened.
Yeah, they become partners.
He's apparently
Cad Bane turns on him.
He's apparently supposed to be in his 70s in this by this time.
Yeah, he is the only character that spans from the test of the entire time of Star Wars.
Yeah,
he predates everything before Star Wars and he predates everything after Star Wars. The prequels.
Right.
He's in the prequels. He predates the prequels, and then he predates the pre-prequels.
And then he's he's before the prequels, and then he's well after the original trilogy.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about my disappointment of the little use of Bane later. But yeah, he's a really cool character. I love the way he looked.
Hopefully he's not dead. I don't know. He might be dead though.
Yeah, it seemed like they made a point to say that he show that he was dead and not moving. But yeah, then we get
it's they were listening to the podcast oh, you want to see he's dead? Look at him.
Look at that motherfucker. He's dead.
Look at this nigga right here. It couldn't have been more obvious as if they just said, put in big red letters, dead. Just put down the screen.
Or the GTA, just wasted.
Wasted. And then blood comes down the screen. Fatality.
Then the Boba Fett and Mando and everybody decide they're gonna hole up in the fucking blown up club instead of going back to the palace because they're supposed to be. It's we can't abandon our people. But that turns out to be a dumbass plan because all the people turned against
Listening
them.
to that little white bitch. Should have listened to Finnick.
What?
Should have listened to Finnick Shan.
Yeah, right. She's always smart. She's gonna be like, why would you trust this person over?
You don't have to say white bitch. I say white bitch. You know what I'm saying? This person. This white bitch got you fucked up. And then now you got to go out here and fuck with this. Save this white bitch because you want to go out here and save the people. But they're turning on us. They're turning on us. Yeah, bitch. That's what they do when you look.
Oh man, wouldn't it be great if you had a very secure tower?
That's right, bitch.
Impenetrable.
And you wanted to come out here with a whole bunch of Cockney accent motherfuckers, and you over here with your little posh accent, and you act like you tough. No, you ain't tough. You saw these lizards pulling out these gats. You got behind something quick. Right. That's right. I saw if I was the first lizard I saw pulling out a gun. Pow! Put that shit down.
Put it down, goddamn.
Somebody else pick up a goddamn. Pow! I shot him just because I ain't like how he look, man. You pick up something. Move your hands. I'm gonna shoot a nigga right in his head.
Well, we did get some really cool, we got a nice back-to-back shootout scene with Boba Fett and Mando.
There are points where I feel like this whole action scene lasted too long. And that's how I felt most of the series. Like, okay, we should have ended this, like during that car chase scene that we that slow ass speeder chase scene that we. Oh man, there's one. Yeah, that could have ended.
There's one specific
2.5, maybe 25 seconds before.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we get it. Yeah, there's one part in the shootout specifically with Boba Fett and Mando that was I thought was hilariously over excessive. Like when it's supposed to be a cool moment, but where Boba Fett and Mando are shooting at people back to back, and then they both laser in on one dude and shoot the one dude.
He shot him in the back. He shot them in the back. He shot both of them in the back, so they turned around and shot him.
Why you're shooting this dude 10 times?
I said, you know what I said when they shot him? I said, they was mad.
Yeah, they were clearly upset and not thinking clearly. Because while they were shooting that dude 10 times, 20 people materialized behind them. They should have been using the bullets elsewhere. Yeah.
Niggas was respawning. He was like, they just keep coming.
They just keep coming.
Mando's like, shut up. Shoot something. Duh.
Stop being a little bitch.
I knew that was going to happen, nigga. I came here to die. He's like, I really want to die, so if you're really wanting to relive, just let me know and I'll try harder. I'll try harder. But I really want to die.
This would be really great if I died right now.
Today would be a good day for me to die in here, in this armor no one's ever seen. These people don't know he's dealing with some shit. He's not really a Mandalorian in his mind right now. So you don't know that he's really dealing with some shit.
That's right.
And so you out here with a nigga who really is just one step away from just jumping into the mouth of a volcano and shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is really. Yeah, he's like, maybe this is the waters of Lake Wichita.
Yeah,
I don't know what the baths that he was supposed to go.
Yeah, I forget the sacred waters of something.
Mandalore. I think he's supposed to go to Mandalore.
Yeah,
and find water, which.
Under the mines of Mandalore. The waters of something under the
waters of something under the mines of Mandalore, which apparently Mandalore is destroyed, so you have to go underground.
Yeah, it sounds like that's going to be arduous.
Arduous. Another rap word.
It's interesting seeing about the juxtaposition between Boba and Mando, because like you said, Mando is going through this crisis of religious faith, while Boba's like, you really believe that shit, huh? You really believe that bullshit?
But he believes it too. It's what he lives by as well. So it's weird for him to not to say. It's funny to me for him to say it, because he's but also Bantha fat. What
Bantha father? Yeah,
you really believe
that there's levels of the he doesn't. He takes his helmet off and stuff. I just want to say
Banthas. Sorry, yes, but yes. Yeah, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the creed of the Mandalorians in general.
Right.
Because you got to remember, his father fought with the Mandalorians, and considered himself a part of the Mandalorians.
Right.
So,
yeah, but there's just
I'm just saying he does believe it too. It's just that he doesn't like what's her name? Redhead girl.
Yeah,
what's her name?
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. I was gonna say Now I forgot her other name. Starbuck. I was gonna say Starbuck. I was trying hard enough not to say Starbuck. Now I can't remember Starbuck. But yeah, Bo-Katan said, like those are that's another part of Mandalorians who believe a certain way.
Right.
So doesn't mean that he doesn't believe in the honor and the creed of the Mandalorians.
Right.
Which still, hey, if I say I'm die in battle with you, then that's what I'm about to do. So I'm just saying, just for the nerds out there, just for the nerds, we're gonna keep it true for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I watched Clone Wars during the pandemic, so I know more about this shit than I should.
Yeah. So later we get to the Grogu using the Force power on the.
Before we get to him using that, because you're skipping past the whole battle. You're skipping through the battle where, because they finally get him. They finally get all the Pikes killed, and then these big ass tanks. What are those motherfucking the little rolly ball things from back in the prequels?
Yeah, from the prequels, yeah.
Kind of a version of those motherfuckers with shields that are fucking huge. Come walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? And that changed the whole kind of scope of the battle scene, because then it became more like run for your life. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they also set up the endings of like how you're gonna be able to defeat these big monster machines, because Black Chrysanthemum, why has everybody gotta be black something? He just ain't Chrysanthemum. But anyway, Chrysanthemum tries to put his hand through the shield at one point in time. And it's just for those who may or may not know, he has those knuckle blasters on his hands were inserted surgically by these crazy ass racist doctors.
Right, yeah. It's not just like something he's wearing.
Who hate black people. So they found Black Chrysanthemum, and they wanted him to be able to have like, I don't know, supercharged hands with his knuckles blasters, and so they gave him actual metal hands. Right. So he has like a resistance to that like electric charge energy.
Right.
So I thought it was kind of cool how they showed you like this is a way that they could break down this thing, but then he got kicked in the chest.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work for too long.
It didn't work really for him, but he was getting there, and it was showing you how it was about to break down.
Right.
And then all it took was the what's that big motherfucking thing called?
Oh, Rancor.
All it took was the Rancor. Because, see, once they showed you his hand going in it, that was foreshadowing the Rancor being like, bam, bitch.
Yeah,
you
that
just
was
come over here and knock this shield halfway stupid.
Yeah, Boba Fett brings out his baby Rancor, destroys all the droids, and then...
Well, did you know that was about to happen when he was about to leave, and Mando said, "Where are you going? You've ran all out of friends."
I actually honestly forgot about the Rancor. So
See, that's good writing. People be like, "Why do we go to Mandalorian, and why do we do this with Luke Skywalker and all this shit?" It's like, no, they're writing you away from what's gonna happen at the end,
right?
And also Boba Fett is extremely tied to all the characters in which we've seen that didn't involve him in the last few episodes. So there's reasons for everything, people. We needed to see Luke so that we could then get Grogu back.
Yeah.
We needed to see Mando because he needs to come and help. And it looks just weird if he just shows up.
Yeah,
you gotta have a reason for him to show up.
Yeah, it was you couldn't tell this whole story for this season without those 2 episodes. It was a little jarring that this now it's the Mando show for 2 episodes, but it would, like you said,
jarring?
No, because this was good.
We did get a Naboo fighter.
We did. Oh my God.
You're welcome. And if Heavy Spoilers is listening, well, you can't come up with them better than me, yeah?
But yeah, then while the force field robots showed up, then Grogu shows up with Amy Sedaris. I gotta say, when Amy Sedaris' character was introduced to Mando, I didn't really like her character that much, but she's grown on me. I liked her a lot in this episode.
Because you don't like women.
I do hate women. That is my quiet
That's
shame.
the reason you especially hate female comedians. So
it's my great shame.
It's not a surprise.
No, actually, yeah, I actually love Amy Sedaris. She's great on Kimmy Schmidt and BoJack Horseman.
But literally, you are the reason that she's famous, or even on this show.
Yeah, I've watched like everything she's been in the past 6 years. So yeah, like I'm helping. I'm probably the reason why she's on Boba Fett right now.
Yep.
But yeah, but I thought she was really funny in this.
Just so y'all know, she totally dropped Drunk Banthas' name when she went in for the audition.
When she went in for the what?
The audition.
Oh.
That's right. Went in for that old audition. Said, I'm really good fans and friends with Drunk Banthas. So I'm perfect for this role because I love Banthas. Star Wars.
She did say that. That's fact.
She said that. Recorded. Bill Burr, not so much. He said, I fucking hate those fucking Drunk Banthas guys. Those fucking guys. I heard the podcast.
That would not surprise me.
Fucking hate it.
Did you hear that interview when he said that he
never watched Star Wars? Yeah, he said never watched Star Wars.
I fucking love Bill Burr.
No. I never watched it. And then it's funny because all my friends, they want to, hey, you know Star Wars? Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched it. Hey, everybody really nice. Nice people. Best job, probably the best thing I've done.
Before he got the job, but it was still fun.
No, yeah, he got the this is when he'd already had a job. He already had a job. He already filmed. He was like, I called my friend. He's a huge Star Wars fan. I call him up and I say, hey, you're never gonna guess what show I'm on. I'm gonna be in a Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Star Wars.
He knows I fucking hate Star Wars. He's fucking pissed. He's like, how the fuck do you get in a fucking show? How do you get in the most coveted show in the last 50 years? You fuck. Oh man,
some people get all the luck.
Most coveted franchise in all 50 years, and you've never even fucking seen it. You fuck.
I'm very curious of what their cast. I mean, like,
excuse me, YouTube, don't demonetize us because I use fuck. I was just doing a Bill Burr impersonation. How?
I mean, we've said fuck way more times.
I have not said it as many times, I don't think, as I just did right now. And then I was just doing Bill Burr verbatim. That's all I was doing.
The Rancor comes out and destroys all the robots, but he goes a little crazy when Cad Bane brings out the fire. Doesn't go crazy when Mando does the fire, but I guess he got used to it. But then he goes all Godzilla and starts climbing buildings and shit.
I don't think really Mando got a chance. He kind of did. First of all, he didn't go crazy when he used the fire. He was like, go away.
Well, I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't like it. He did like a Homer Simpson. If he had Homer Simpson's voice instead of the roar of the Rancor, dude, somebody do that. Somebody who's listening.
Yeah, somebody.
You have no time
Homer's voice
on nothing but time on your hands. Excuse me. Please just put Homer Simpson's voice in there with the Rancor. Just
use Homer's voice from when he was King Kong in that Treehouse of Horror episode.
That's me. Oh man, because that was
perfect.
A total King Kong moment.
Oh, yeah,
shout outs to King Kong, and you know we never say that we're doing Easter eggs, but we totally do Easter eggs. So by the way.
Our Easter eggs are Easter eggs. You have to
we're gonna start putting in the title top 10 Easter eggs or whatever, and then just do like everybody else does, and don't just fucking count them, and just fucking say them, and it might be 10, it might be 3,
it might be,
but it'll be the sum of 10. Like it'll be.
That sounds like so much work.
No, what? No, I mean we don't actually do anything. We just say in the title that it's 10 Easter eggs.
Yeah, it's like, and
what
then
you talk about. Just we might go. It might be 15.
Who knows?
Might be 25.
You have to listen to find out.
Right. I'm not counting them.
But then when the Rancor goes a little nutso, Grogu already uses force powers to stop one of the droids. But then he does something which I really liked.
Quasi-stop. I mean, slow down one of the droids.
Yeah.
He popped out a fucking. You thought he was about to
lug nut.
You thought he was about to flip over the droid, then the lug nut popped out, hit him in the chest. Good thing you got that armor on.
Right? Yeah, he's still learning. But yeah, we do see what?
Remembering.
Oh yeah, remembering, because there's the very heavy implications that he's fully trained in the Force. He's just remembering.
He's had
shit.
many masters. Is
what Luke said. Yeah.
No, not Luke. That was what.
Oh yeah, Ahsoka said,
and then Luke said, "It's like he's remembering more than learning."
Right.
We'll
Yeah, but
get into
then
that
later,
later.
Yeah, then later he uses the Force on the Rancor, and I really like this moment because it reminded me of the Knights of the Old Republic video games, because there's a Force power where you can tame beasts. And
I mean, that's what Jedi do.
That's what Jedi do. I mean, well, like a lot of people like to say is like, well, whenever we see a new Force power for the first time in live action Star Wars, people are like, oh, people coming up with new powers for Star Wars.
But that's not the first time.
Have they tamed a beast before in the?
All the time, man. Like the prequels. Remember in the prequels, Luke and Obi-Wan tame beasts different times. I think not Luke, but Anakin and Obi-Wan tame beasts at different times. Anakin tames the beast that's about to kick their ass inside the.
Oh yeah, right.
Inside the
in the Coliseum.
Obi-Wan rides several beasts like it's nothing in the prequels. So yes, it's definitely been done in live action. You guys just ain't old enough till you got the Similac on your breath and you be talking out of turn. You need to shut the fuck up while grown folks is talking.
Well, even not being old enough isn't even an excuse anymore. It's like I've seen fucking Casablanca.
No, it's what it is you. So what the reason what being old enough means is you got to be old enough to have some goddamn sense to go fucking look it up for your goddamn self.
But yeah,
that's what it means. Have some fucking sense.
I kind of liked that. Yeah, I thought it was fucking cute as shit when that little baby Yoda was like curled up next to the Rancor.
Well, like he looked at him like, man, hey man, it's okay. You scared, man? I've been scared too, man. It's just crazy out here, ain't it? I'll tell you what a friend of mine told me. The universe is a very dangerous place.
You feel like that's what he said to him?
That's what he was telling him. And then he was like, yeah, man, this is crazy. I am scared.
I'm going to take a nap.
Lay down. He's like, hey, man, we should just sleep because I'm sleepy. You sleepy. It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. You had a big
You see that robot? It hit me in the chest. I mean, I mostly hit myself in the chest. You know what I mean?
And you got stabbed in the chest. We both have chest.
Man, look at this.
Pains.
It's crazy. You should lay down.
Let's just lay down.
And then he did. And then Grogu went to sleep.
Yeah, that was a cute little moment.
It was a great moment. Obviously, now this is what I want to see.
What?
Grogu riding a Rancor. 100. Put it on a t-shirt. Matter of fact, if somebody, we might have to make that t-shirt.
Baby Yoda on a Rancor.
Dude, we need to call up. I ain't gonna say who we need to call. Wait, Noah, if you're listening.
Noah,
if you're listening, let's get this money. Let's get this motherfucking money, baby.
Let's do it.
Baby Grogu on a goddamn motherfucking Rancor, ride that bitch.
That would be a really great
Drunk
image.
Banthas on the
He's
bottom.
so tiny and he's so big.
And I think if you guys would buy Drunk Banthas stuff, put it in the comments. Look, we want to put this merchandise out, but we don't know if you're actually going to buy it. So if you want to buy some, let us know. It'll be the perfect way for you to support the channel, better than just clicking likes and subscribing. But we definitely want you to like and subscribe. Hey,
Don't stop doing that.
Don't stop doing that now. Don't stop doing that.
But yeah, then later we get our standoff, a very Western standoff between Boba and Cad Bane. It turns out Cad Bane is quicker to draw.
Oh, Cad Bane can fight Jedi. Like he's successfully fought Jedi several times.
Yeah, dude is cold as fuck. Man, we get this fight between.
But he is old, 70 years old, as you told me earlier.
Right. Yeah, he's up there in years, so it doesn't surprise me that Boba got the best of him. And I did like that because it made it kind of seem like Boba was gonna be saved by somebody else. Because like when Cad Bane has the upper hand, But then at the last second, Boba saves himself, which I liked because sometimes people like to make it where
somebody else
out of nowhere.
But I didn't think that he was going to save himself. I mean, he was going to have somebody save him because I thought he was going to save himself because I noticed that he had that stick on his back still.
Oh, right.
He didn't have it on him when he met outside with him at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, okay.
He just had that rocket on his back. I was thinking, oh, he got this tribe with him today, though. He's like, because that's the one thing that, what's his name? Cad Bane knows Boba better than anybody. He taught him most of the stuff that he knows, and he was taught by his father, so his father taught him everything else that he knows, so he knows everything that he knows.
Man.
So he knows what he's going to do before he tries to do it. He knows his steps and his movements, where he's going to go, except the stuff he learned on Tatooine.
Right.
And that shit threw his ass off guard. Like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
The one species that Cad Bane probably has not ever gotten into it with is the Tusken Raiders.
Right. Yeah, that was a nice touch where he used an aspect that he learned on like a fighting aspect that he learned on Tatooine to beat him.
And Nate, what does that called? A callback. Meaning we had foreshadowing.
Indeed.
Because he did the same move that the female, which I didn't know she was a female until somebody, I think you said she was a female or somebody. I didn't know she was a female until way late. But the female Tusken Raider that was training him,
right,
did the same moves, like kicking his ass all the time and training. He ended up doing the same moves to Cad Bane and killed him.
Yeah, yeah. And
and also shout out to Disney giving me some death at the end of the very last of the show, the seasons. You give me death. Yeah. I was like, yeah, they showing motherfuckers get shot and fall out. It looked like an old Western, like a good old Western,
Yeah, it felt very
that
Western.
Dude who fell on that water reserve.
Right. Oh, yeah. That
broke his back.
Very 310 to humor.
Give that motherfucking stuntman a fucking raise right now. That nigga broke his whole goddamn back. You look like he was dead. That's because he was dead, ladies and gentlemen. They had a defibrillator on goddamn set. Brought his ass back to life.
He's got a GoFundMe so he could to pay for his fucking hospital bills right now.
Right.
Yeah, like that whole the whole episode was really westerny, and I really dug because like I've heard that Jon Favreau and Robert Rodriguez.
I'm sorry. I'm retarded. I'm sorry.
No, this is a nice
I'm sorry, y'all.
reference.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I liked how I've heard that Dave Filoni is the samurai fan, and Robert Rodriguez and Jon Favreau are like the Western guys. So they definitely let their Western flag fly in this one a lot. And I'm assuming that when Ahsoka comes out, that's going to be very samurai style.
Filoni is definitely a Western fan, too, because he created Cad Bane, and he made him from, I forget what he's called, Snake Eyes from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the crazy-eyed looking.
Oh, right.
He named him after, he created him based on him. So he's definitely a Western fan as well. And he walks around in a goddamn cowboy hat all the time. He better be a Western fan.
Oh, both of them
do.
Okay.
Yes, they both do. Google it. Fucking weird. No, I'm just saying, isn't that weird that they both walk around with fucking cowboy hats on?
Choices. That's
choices.
Choices.
But yeah, fucking choices.
Speaking of choices, I was gonna mention this before. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but hair in Star Wars is always like hit or miss for me. I just realized I don't like Fennec's hair. Like it's got a weird style where it's like,
oh, you know what? I just looked to the screen to see if I could see her. Not in the entire show. Not in the entire show.
And also, she's got a helmet on like some of the time too.
I don't have a problem with her hair. What are you talking about?
It's just
you just don't like traditional Asian garb. No, I'm joking. You just racist. That's all it is. I don't have a problem with her hair. Can you point to anyone else's hair? Because most people are bald. This motherfucker, like
Amy Sedaris' hair is like she's got like the weird like 70s like white person fro going on.
I think there's no good hair in Star Wars, and I think you just
Han Solo always had great hair.
nigga had a bowl
Han
cut.
Solo.
Which is next person?
He did not have a bowl cut.
Next person.
Han Solo. Hey, that's blasphemy.
Nigga, you sitting. You know
That's
what you're doing?
blasphemy.
You know what you're doing right now?
Now, Luke,
you know what
he
you're
had a
doing?
bowl.
You're filibustering because you got nobody else with good hair.
I do.
Because Billy
first
D.
of all,
Williams does not count. He's nigga. He's the prettiest nigga on the planet.
Black people's hair don't count. Black hair matters.
This is what all you're doing is redirecting because you ain't got another nigga with good hair in the Star Wars.
I'm still
everybody
saying that Han Solo has bad hair. That's crazy.
I said he's just a regular nigga. Like, go to the next one. You ain't got nobody. You got one guy.
I like.
That's
Princess,
like your black friend.
I like Princess Leia's hair a lot. Like in all the movies, even though it changes up every movie, but she's always
ain't
got
nobody
good hair.
got great hair. Ain't nothing good about hair in Star Wars.
All right, I guess
niggas got tail heads and shit. Nigga, like ain't nobody.
Timothy Oliphant's hair in this series was really great too. Got the nice slick. I mean, you asked for examples. I'm giving them to you.
Look, there was no good or bad hair. I don't have a problem with Fennec Shan's hair at all. Like, you are just being racist.
Or maybe I'm just paying more attention to the hair.
No, I just like it. I like her hair. Like, all right. Grogu's hair is good too. Everybody's hair is fine. You just,
Grogu's got like 6
nobody
hairs on
has
his head.
nothing special about their hair in this motherfucker. Like, nobody has anything special going on. You know, Pedro Pascal's hair. Better than Han Solo's hair, I gotta say. You don't get to see it or appreciate it because it's underneath the helmet.
He's always got
you can't say
hair.
we haven't seen it. You can't say we haven't seen it.
We've seen it. We haven't seen it,
and it's amazing. We saw it was amazing. That's what we saw.
Helmet hair. I'm sure it looked healthy.
You judging. Now you being judgy.
He was in the middle of a fire and he took his helmet off and it was sweaty.
Looked amazing for somebody who had a helmet, quote unquote helmet. Some amazing helmet hair. I've had helmet hair.
He wasn't rocking like the Eric Roberts and Gemstones hair. That dude.
Well, that's not in the series. That's not that. What is Gemstones? We're in Star Wars.
I'm just talking about
what is Gemstones? I'm in the Star Wars universe, sir.
All right, we're getting bogged down on it. We're getting bogged down on hair.
Gemstones is a thing that exists somewhere else.
Let's move on.
That's in a galaxy far, far away.
So yeah, toward at the end. Speaking of Fennec, after the battle is over, the battle is won. Essentially, we see Fennec Shan pop up at the end and kill all the mob bosses in stylistic fashion, but she doesn't really. We don't really actually get to see her do it.
I was about to say, you said we see Fennec Shan kill all the mob. No, we don't. We see blasts and lasers and a motherfucking rope come out of the sky and hang a puppet.
I guess because she just got bored of shooting people. She could have shot them all, but I guess she was like, I don't want to do that to everybody. I want to have some fun.
I was so mad at that.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
I'm still mad. I'm not trying to express how mad I am right now with y'all because there's no reason to give all y'all this negative energy. But just know, my Asian brothers and sisters, that we will not sit back and watch these atrocities take place. And we will have equality in Hollywood one day. I won't reach the mountaintop with you.
Yeah, it was very blatant now that she was just like,
it won't happen in my lifetime, obviously, because Jesus fucking Christ.
My God.
Second in command to the title show, the character of the title of the show is never in the show. I just want to point out, all you motherfuckers on YouTube, all you motherfuckers on Twitter, you want to point out that Boba Fett's not in the show. Boba Fett's not in the show. Boba Fett's not in the show. No, Boba Fett's in the show a lot. He wasn't in one episode. And he was in one episode a lot less.
Yeah.
But Fennec Shan has literally gone episodes without being in the episode and literally has had like seconds when she's in the episode. Not appreciated at all.
Yeah,
I just feel like she plays the voice actor too. She plays the voice character for the animated character as well. Cool. And I just feel like she should just tell Disney to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, it's a long lasting thing in sci-fi where like black or just minorities are like propped up to just be pushed to the side. Like, you'll have people of color either marginalized or put in like, oh, they're not actually like, but Batista is an alien, Gamora is an alien, Worf is an alien, but they're not like actually people of color. And even, with Tamora Morrison, Boba Fett, he's Aborigines, and he's one of the main characters, and it's the first time we see him not in the show very much. Pedro Pascal, brown-skinned person, you don't see his face most of the time. So it's
Black Chrysanthemum.
Black Chrysanthemum.
I don't know who plays Black Chrysanthemum. I don't know who plays Black. He's a real person. Not getting any roles. This is the first role he got.
Not getting it.
Black Chrysanthemum.
Right. Yeah.
This is the first role of Black Chrysanthumum.
Him. Yeah.
Because he's black and it's hard being. Nobody
really
wants
hard
black
for a black
Wookiees.
Wookiee.
They want brown Wookiee. Can I get the brown Wookiee? You ain't got a blonde brown
on camera. Yeah. Okay.
No. Yeah. See, now you want to say, it's 2020. You trying to tell me I can't be on camera? Well, Chewbacca was. Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewbacca. Here we go.
Chewbacca. See, I knew this nigga. He don't mess with niggas. That's what Black Chrysanthemum. That's what he told me he's been doing. With. It's all sounds the same, and when you're a Wookiee, but they really become from somewhere deep.
Yeah,
not as deep or as intelligent though as a Bantha.
Sure.
Look. You guys know Banthas is the most intelligent creature in Star Wars universe. I'm just saying, like and subscribe.
Subscribe. It's speaking of white people and great hair. In the post-credit sequence. Well, first of all, the Boba Fett, he's ruling as a benevolent person.
Everything's
Seems
over.
like everything's mostly good. He's having a chuckle with his biker gangs. And in the post-credits, we see that Timothy Oliphant is still alive. And Thundercat has made his return.
With the band.
So he can...
Thundercat has clearly stopped making music. He's going to just continue modifying bodies in a galaxy far, far away. Long, long ago.
Right? It seems like he's given up music to do his true passion.
It's working out for him.
Body modifications.
It's working out for him, man. I can't say much. He's in a palace.
Yeah. I mean, things are looking up. I mean, this is pretty damn good. Up.
Also, didn't know that motherfucking Boba Fett's place was that. Not Boba Fett, but Jabba the Hutt's spot was that big.
Yeah, it's pretty damn big.
Damn massive.
It's huge, jungus. I'm excited to see if we get another scene. Have they announced the second season of Boba Fett?
I don't care. I mean, I don't know. I care. I just need more Mandalorian, nigga.
It did seem.
All I know is we're gonna see Mandalorian. We're gonna see Boba Fett in Mandalorian.
Oh, you think he's gonna pop up the Mandalorian?
Definitely.
It does. This story does seem kind of finite. Like I could see. I mean, except for the Timothy Oliphant tease, I could see us not coming back to this planet for a while. It seems like because Mando's got his own thing he's got to go do, and doesn't seem like seems like Boba's pretty content to stay on Tatooine.
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna get another Boba Fett. I think there's gonna be plenty to go on, but I do think that we're gonna have to go deeper into like we're gonna see Mandalorian go back to Tatooine at some point in season 3 of Mandalorian, I believe, because he always needs some money. His mechanic is there, essentially.
Right. And he always goes to Tatooine.
And what?
And he's always going to Tatooine.
Well, it's one of the most convenient places in the backwater planets.
Yeah, for those who want to commit scum and villainy.
So you
those
be
up to no good.
Bounty hunting, you find motherfucking a lot of people in Tatooine. You be there a lot.
Right, yeah.
It takes you there. Work takes you there.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see Boba Fett again. And, also Mando is needing some help because
Yeah.
he's trying to find Mandalore, and then he's got to go to Mandalore. Let's assume he knows where it is. He goes to Mandalore. It's probably not going to be easy.
Probably not.
Dealing with whatever he's got to deal with. I'm sure the Empire or somebody's there guarding it.
Yeah, and obviously we're gonna see Moff Gideon again. They had a little tease there.
Yeah, because he's on trial. He's like OJ right now.
Yeah,
he's OJ in the Star Wars universe. This nigga's on trial.
I guess. I mean, there was no. Yeah. I guess with the ship that he was on, it was the proverbial white Bronco.
Yeah, man. Look, man, he's been on the run from the Empire. As a member of the Empire, he's been on the run from the Republic. That started up the New Republic, which sucks. And it sucks. They're not good at policing anything.
Yeah,
which it seemed like the whole point of the last Republic was that they didn't police anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't you see like the overcorrection? The same thing happening with Luke. The thing that brought down the Jedi was like giving absolutes and like ultimatums.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like giving Grogu an ultimatum and like starting his school that way.
Right.
But he wasn't alive to see what brought down the Jedi.
Right.
And he wasn't alive to see him. Nobody ever told him either.
Yeah, I'm curious because he does mention it in The Last Jedi, and I'm curious if we're ever going to get any more.
Yeah, but I think that's because he probably talked to
Ahsoka?
Force Ghosts.
Oh,
Force,
yeah, probably.
Getting more of the story.
I'd be curious to see, even though I don't know, I don't want to see a whole series of CGI Luke. I would be interested to see more of Luke in this time period to see how he, like we mentioned before, him starting the Jedi Academy and the downfall of everything.
Would I like to see that?
I would only like to see it just because we got such vague mentions of it in the
it's a lot of trilogies. Comic books. That's why.
Okay.
Man, that's a good question. Like, would I want to see that? Because the technology is really not that great. Everybody was like, how much better it was this time than it was in season 2 of the Mandalorian, but like, it really isn't that good.
It's better, but
you don't
notice, not good.
If you don't, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of the scenes when he's actually talking, they're not showing his face.
Right.
It's a back shot of his head, or it's a shot like
right. And they did some clever, like it looked like, I think it looked the best when he was like, and
shot
in motion and doing like doing the lightsaber stuff because you couldn't see it.
He's not talking.
His face
whenever he's not talking, it looks better.
Yeah.
But what happened was, shout out to New Rock Stars for pointing this out. They said that Mark Hamill was asked to tone down his speech pattern because you know how he wild. They tell him to calm down a little bit so that they could make sure that it was easier to sync up like, the words with his mouth because he's he's crazy. Be talking too fast.
Yeah. Well, which series are you most excited about with all the Star Wars ones? Like Obi-Wan,
what the fuck
Ahsoka,
are you talking about?
Or Amanda?
Obi-Wan.
Out of the three, that's the one you're most excited for?
Nigga, Obi-Wan.
I am definitely excited to see Ewan McGregor reprise the role.
I don't care about Ahsoka, to be honest with you. Like, I'm gonna watch it. It sounds cool. But I was always mad about her journey, how they wrote her kind of off and then forced her back into the storyline. I just never liked it. But they did it because they have to make her go away so that Anakin can become.
So things make sense, yeah.
Yeah, so things make sense. Anakin has to still become Darth Vader. That's how the story goes. So
yeah, either that or you kill her like way back when.
Right, which whatever.
I will say I do like her character more. We haven't gotten that.
My whole thing is that is Ahsoka in the now of. Star Wars, like in the present of Star Wars.
I think
that's my thing because she's not dead,
right?
As far as we know, she didn't die, so that means she could be still alive with Ben Solo's crazy ass just being out there, and she's just like, "No, that ain't my problem."
Yeah, it could be, and like we don't really know how her like race ages, so she could still be like Rosario Dawson and like this time period or whatever.
Like they don't even if she ages a little bit, they can make her a little older. It's easier to make people old than it is to de-age.
That's true. I am like I'm excited about Ahsoka in theory, but I do like her character in Clone Wars more than in the live action show. She seems very stoic in the show. In the live action show, it seems like she has a little bit more.
Child.
Well, yeah, but
and
also
so she gets more stoic as you watch the shit. She gets more stoic.
I mean, yeah, I watched the finale of Clone Wars, and I still felt like she had a little bit more like.
Yep. But then she comes back up in
Rebels, yeah.
Rebels.
But
that's what I'm saying. She's just building it up, and then you see her when we see her. That's like 10 years since then.
Right.
So I'm saying she grows up to be more stoic.
Right.
I'm just saying that's a natural progression as her character.
Right. I mean,
because I watched.
I
I watched the first episode when he got her as a Padawan, and she was like a little dorky kid, like walking around. So
yeah, and
she does.
To be fair, I don't like her when she's first introduced because she's a little too dorky for me.
Right.
But like toward the end of this, like Clone Wars, I think is where she's my favorite because she's coming into her own. She's rebelling against the thoughts of the Jedi, and she still like has a lot of enough morality to not turn to the dark side of Darth Maul.
Learn something. The reason that she turned against the Jedi is because the Jedi were being fooled with a cloud of darkness.
Yeah,
created by the Emperor.
But yeah, and yeah, that was definitely
that was really that's what it came down to. And she also was being covered up with that cloud. So
yeah, I just like the fact that she had that
learn to forgive.
Yeah, she had that unique point of view.
I'm just saying that I think her character needs to learn to forgive. That has to be the arc for her as a Jedi. She has to like come back to the Jedi Order, not in the Jedi Order in the sense, but to calling herself and considering herself a Jedi.
Right.
Early prediction for her season finale.
Yeah, I'm curious of what her journey is going to be in
I think she's going to consider herself to be a Jedi again. She's going to kill General Grog or whatever his name is. And Grodd.
Yeah.
What's they're going to kill it.
Yeah.
I think I just said it. But, yeah. And then he'll be dead. And then she'll feel bad. And then she'll be a Jedi again.
Yeah, weirdly, that's still the one I'm most excited about. But we'll.
That's the one you're most excited about.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm really excited about Obi-Wan, man.
I am very, very excited about Obi-Wan, but for whatever reason, I think it's just because I'm excited to see more of Ahsoka because I have seen so little.
Maybe you might not see her at all in her own show.
Yeah, who knows? Be 6 episodes where it's just like Obi-Wan. Well, thanks for listening, you guys. The Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new episodes of the pod and videos from yours truly. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, all the internet things at Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little rancors, and may the force be with you.